So this evening is Chinese twice cooked pork or Hui Gua Rou, but I'll hand you over to my lovely wife for the full video process. Enjoy.
Ta-da! So we're going to do some fried pork belly today. I'm just putting 4 pieces of pork belly into cold water. Let it boil for about 20 minutes or so, then I'll take them out. Right. So 20 minutes, pork should be cooked. I'm just taking out the extra stuff on the top just to make the water a little bit clear. If you're not using the water for anything else, just leave it as it is, that's fine. Just tip it, but because I'm going to use it to cook something else, so I just like to take the extra stuff on the top just to make the water a little bit clear. Right, so now I'm taking, and when I was cooking the pork, I chopped the beans and I chopped some red pepper, that's garlic, that's spring onion, and then I would show you how I'm going to cook that in a minute. So I'm taking the pork out like so. Oops. I'll show you how I cut the pork in a minute, but I just need you to cool down for a moment. Okay, just set it aside to cool down. And because the beans are quite hard, oh sorry, there's one more piece of pork escaped. Right, the beans are quite hard. Today I chopped it, sometimes I don't, which is fine. So you just put in the hot water, let it cook for 4 minutes. Just soften the bean a little bit, because anybody who cooked beans, they will know it's quite hard to get the flavor in. That's why when I have time, I like to just halve the beans a little bit like this. You can see, literally just halve it. If you don't have time, that's fine. Just, wash the beans and put them in the water. Just cook for 4 minutes, so they're not overcooked, because later on you're going to fry them anyway. So, okay, while I'm setting that aside, have a meat like this, if you just fried it, and it will be too big, and then you need them to be bite-sized, you can chop them like this. Okay, hang on, let me just take that like this, which is fine, but I prefer to chop them slightly like this, so they are slightly bigger, but they reduce the thickness. Can you just hold your knife in the 45 angle like that.
Meanwhile,
meanwhile, some fat sausages are being cooked, and that's for our son's dinner. We'll have some green as well, so I'm just waiting for that to be cooked. So that's the buns, and that's the carrots, and I'm just going to, whatever we have left over, I will probably cook an Italian dish out of that. So stay tuned. Okay. Beautiful. You can add them, or those being halved. Beans are cooked. I'm going to run some cold water. So that's my beans. So I'm going to plate them up. Child, I'm going to cook the pork for the adults. Do you want to add some sauce on for him? Do you want to add some sauce for him? It's not too hot now. I'm going to do it here. Sorry, let me just shut the door. So, when I'm cooking Chinese food, I rely on very basic ingredients. Salt, pepper, Chinese soy sauce. I like to use dry chilies and chili powders if we are cooking some spicy sauce. And I do like some citron pepper, but my husband doesn't like them, so I use a very, very little portion of it. I will show you how it's done. Okay, the first step is turn the gas on. This first step is to dry fry the beans. What does that mean? Let me show you. You know the beans are drained from the sink. Put them in a pan directly with nothing, no oil. Just gently fry them to reduce the water because we have cooked them in a boiling water. The bean, because it's been cut in half, as you can see here. So they would soak some water. So it's important that I just slightly dry fry them a little bit to reduce them. Can you see some of the beans already turning brown? One thing I love doing is to season them in layers, i.e. when I'm frying this, I will season this layer first. When I'm doing seasoning, all I'm doing is salt, pepper, and nothing fancy. If they are uncooked, i.e. if you cook them from raw, you will take much longer. That's why I like to pre-boil them a little bit. They take much less time. Have a look. I think that needs another minute or so. Yeah? Yes. Next thing, very importantly, you turn the heat right down before you add oil, otherwise they burn very, very fast. So that's sort of cooked. Well, that's cooked through because I boiled them. So you add a little bit of oil, just a tiny bit. Can you see how tiny bit of oil I've added? Smoky came out, and then look the colour of the beans turning. The reason why I turn the heat down is so it's not burn the beans directly, because we are going to cook the pork next. Next, you push the beans on the side, like so. Add a little bit more oil. Like that. You add the pork that's been boiled and sliced. Pork is Now, this is the time that most Chinese cook will tell you they like to add sugar, but we are a sugar-free family most of the time. So I'm going to skip that. I'm only going to add salt and pepper. Just want to say that sugar does bring out flavor a little bit more, but we as a family don't really use sugar when I'm cooking. If I had to add sweetness into the dish, what we do sometimes is we would use dates. We have lots of them. We use dates to add a sweetness, but they are natural and then they are not artificial. So as a result, they're slightly healthier. If you use a wok with a high heat, it will cook much faster. But sometimes I feel like they produce too much smoke, and I prefer to use a non-stick pan from time to time. There are times that I prefer to use wok, but today I prefer to use the non-stick pan. Pretty cool. The garlic flavor is coming out beautifully. You can't cook the garlic too much, otherwise they burn, and nothing tastes worse than a burned garlic. Right, next thing, you add the peppers and the spring onion in at the same time. Wow, this sounds very much like a firework. Beautiful. Sounds like a festival. You add soy sauce. You will hear some noise. Listen carefully. Dry chili in, break it to half so the flavor can be enhanced. I'm adding 3, but adding as little or as much as you want. I'm adding as this little citron pepper. They are very strong flavored, so be very careful if this is your first time using them. Next step is optional. I'm adding some chili powder, but if you're not a spicy fan, ignore this step. Mix well. Final step, some chicken powder, just sprinkle it all over. Can you hear the sound? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's done. Dish is done. I'm going to plate it up with some rice. and I'll show you what it
And
looks
this
like.
is what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious. And if you want any more dishes, just tell us what you want in the comments below. Please subscribe, and we'll come back and we'll make it. We make food every day, so please do come back and join us. Thanks for watching.